Hi there. Welcome to a new channel. My name is Sanguis the Gallows, and yeah, this is my channel. I don't really know what to say. Yeah, I'm playing modded Minecraft today. This mod pack that I've made has about 500-ish mods on it, and I'm hoping for this to be the start of like a brand new channel with quite a bit of content. So this is going to be like oh Jesus fuck, a long series with give me a second. That's not dealing damage. I should probably run. Can I run? Anyway, this is supposed to be a long series that I'm going to have on the channel of just, like, consistent modded Minecraft in this world. So... Right, you can't get me underwater. As you can see, one of the mods is Craziness Awakened. So, yeah. Anyway, once I get away from him... Oh, Christ. Anyway, oh, thank goodness. Anyway, getting away from that climactic beginning. Yeah, so this is going to be a long series that I have on the channel. I'm hoping to sort of make a video on this world every, like, few weeks at least. Yeah, so I want a long series as in I have some, like, really long-term goals that I want to progress through. And, yeah. Anyway, so I'll give a little brief introduction as to who I am and who, like, or, sorry, what the channel's goals are and such like that. So, as I said, I'm Sanguis the Gallows, so just Sanguis is easier. Anyway, the channel kind of exists because, well, you know, I've been inspired by so many other YouTubers, a lot of Minecraft YouTubers specifically the Hermitcraft series, and I don't know, I kind of just think it'd be fun to try it out, see what that's like. Anyway, I've got a lot of video ideas that I want to try, and we'll see how well I can actually do in following along with them. But anyway, so I guess it's also acts as a little bit of like an archival series. I can look back on it and see how much progress I've made in the world. But it's also just kind of a good experience to, you know, become more confident in myself and my ability to kind of talk to a camera and such. Not just for like YouTube's sake, but I think there's just a lot to be said for like gaining confidence through content creation. So I'm kind of going along with it. Why do I keep getting oak planks? I don't know what does that, but for some reason every time I join modded Minecraft, I get like just given an oak plank. So I don't know what does that. But anyway, so I have some long-term goals that I want to get through. As in, they're more just kind of like a basis to work through. And is this frick? That was the wrong one. Damn it. And there are certainly like some very like lofty goals that I wish to go through, but they're more your kind of goals that you got to work really like longingly towards. So we'll see how long this series ends up being, and also if the world can just handle it. Anyway, so some of the main mods in this series are like magic mods. So we've got iron, we've got obviously Craziness Awaken. We have quite a few different types of collecting like style mods. So things to collect, things to find. We've got the Tyramity mods, some Celestial type stuff, Apotheosis. Yeah, just a lot of plushies, which one of the goals I have is to collect every plushie. So yeah. So anyway, to start with, I want to... Might as well make this my... Where am I? What if I made my base like over there? Oh, I don't hate this. I'll just build it here. Anyway, I have a goal for... I have like a base design sort of in mind, and I kind of think it is interesting enough to actually like see through. Also, if you couldn't tell, I have no idea what I'm doing, so you know, I'm just making this up as I go. But anyway, So, oh, right, I need to make sign. Bloody sensitivities all over the place. Anyway, so first thing I want to do is create a train base. So I have this idea for like a long project base of a train mixed with a like gypsy caravan, and I think around here would be a good place to build it. So the idea is kind of you've got like a basic steam train locomotive starter on the front, and then you've got all of these wacky zany style carts. So you know, like cartoon trains, how they always have like carts for specific purposes, and they're very stylized. I want that, but I also want it kind of mixed with like an actual gypsy caravan, so it's like, you know, your wooden trailer carts and everything. So to kind of help visualize at least the very beginning carts, it's sort of like a mixture of the Hobo Camp from West of Loathing, great game by the way. I'll talk about that in another video some point. And the uh, Wandering Trader. No, what's it? Just the trading cart from Stardew Valley. So the front locomotive and then some of the carts are going to be like basic, like, you know, real world historic steam carts, and then you're going to have some like wooden carts in there, then some very high stylized ones. And the point of it is meant to be, since this is a modern playthrough, I'm still going to try and do things in a very vanilla style way. So I'm going to have like, you know, I have to go mining myself. I don't have ways of like just generating ores instantly, things like that. But I do want there to be some level of like ability to. Oh, I've got that mod on. I don't want that mod on here. I'm gonna have to remove that. So, oopsie. But there's certainly like some level of like sustainability that I can have through mods, but I don't really want the whole. What the? Why can't I make this into a chest? Oh, I can. I don't really want the whole, like, everything I do to be based off of, like, normal, typical, like, you know, just through mods. Like, I don't want to just be given, like, an easy way of being like, hey, you've got mods, you can, like, grow ores and such, which I know I've done in many of my other modded worlds, but that's not the case here. Starter bundle? I'm just going to leave that. That's for... we will open the plushie box in a minute, and I'm also going to place this down because this is just a cool... I placed that wrong, bugger. Anyway, so, yeah. The cart is supposed to be, like, which I'm going to call the wagon train, because I think it's very funny play on words in a very stupid way. But it's supposed to be, like, it gives me the ability to kind of create an infinitely long, like, expanding base, but it gives also, like, a base plate to work off of. So since it's a train, it's like, right, I want a train, I have a basic idea of how that train's going to work, but I don't know, like, what comes down to is like, alright, say I want to have a cart for growing carrots on, I can make a stylized, like, say a flatbed car, and then you've, like, for a train car, and then I've got, like, a lying down carrot on it that I can enter, and in there is where my crops are growing, right? So you get, like, you get sort of something to work through or work off of without having to worry about like what do you call it? Without worrying about too much about not having directions to work through. So yeah, I think it's just an interesting idea that I want to see how far I can progress through it. Now that okay, it's entering nighttime. Is there any sheep? Sheep. There are some sheep. Cool. Let's go kill some. I will get some stone on the way, and then we'll get some sheepies. So, as for my other goals, I will write them down onto the sign in a bit, but for now, we're just going to worry about getting a bed, because... Also, the reason that there are so many more achievements, you may have noticed that, like, I got an achievement for the first wood and such, is I added a mod just to kind of give me more stuff to work through. I don't know what they are. That's not very fun. But I think I think having things to go through, like with mods, like achievements hunting, is kind of good for long-term. Jesus, that was loud. Long-term development throughout a series. So it just kind of gives me some direction. If I feel at any point it's like, oh, I've kind of done everything I set out to do. What can I do now? It's like, oh, I can go and fall back on all these achievements. Addressing some of the other elephants in the room. The hats. I do have the hat mod, so I will just be playing through with that, just because I like collecting things, if you couldn't tell. So, yeah, I have a specific hat in mind. I would like to get the top hat, because top hats are some of my favorites. But for now, we'll just deal with this, what is it, crown? And yeah. Anyway, so, on to some of my other goals. I want to... Ooh. Also, yeah, mob griefing's off just because I don't really enjoy playing with it. I want to kind of create, like, a full sustainable base, and that's including with all the mods and everything that I have. So, one of the, like, I have a lot of mods to do with, crops and whatnot. That's a weird noise. So, I want it to be like a bunch of train cars that are just to do with, what? Oh, I'm trying to zoom and it's just not working. Maybe I don't have a zoom mod. But anyway, so yeah, I want to have like grow all the crops on the cart. So grow all crops on the train. There we go. Let me consult my notes. Ah, right. Another big building project is I want to build a Hall of Fame, or museum, if you wish, to kind of show off all the major developments throughout the world. So, like, these two items, my first stone sword, my first wooden pickaxe, are going to be saved. That was actually why I made a chest in the first place, was just because I wanted the chest for, just to, like, put in my first items into it. Ooh, that's not a terrible first bow. I'm gonna hold on to that. But, you know, it's not that, so I just kind of want it to be something to kind of, like an actual in-world archival process, you know, just in case, like, say, video crashes and such, I've got something. It's just like a nice visualization of it, right? I don't know. I find it enjoyable. It also just keeps me something to do. And also, I'm going to remove mods over time, or remove add, because some of these mods aren't quite what I want. Also, I do have the, what was it, Carrot Spice of Life mod, just because it kind of gives me motivation to actually go out of my way for all the different foods. Onto the... I need a stick. Do I have a stick? I do not. Okay. I'll talk more about, like, the channel and such in a moment, but I just want to get through my major goals that I've got written down so far. I want to collect 144 dogs. So I'm playing on 1.20.1, but I have a backport of all the, like, the Minecraft features that aren't in this version that are going to be coming out. And one of them is obviously the dog variants. And I think it'd just be kind of really fun to collect all the 9 variants, but in all 16 colors. I don't know. It's just something that's like, it's random, it's stupid. Is it going to take a long time? Yes. It's kind of funny, though. And I just kind of think that would be enjoyable. What's your hat? That's an asthma puffer. Ooh. I got a gnome statue. I'm going to place you on the sign for now, just because why not? Anyway, so yeah. Oh, wrong way around. Oopsie. So yeah, I don't know. This first video is kind of almost like a test, and if you couldn't tell, just because of how, like, nervous I am to actually do this, I'm not gonna be too productive on my first video, I don't think. So I do apologize if, like, people find it like I'm being slow. But I'm also... This is my series, this is my world. So I do kind of want to take it slow anyway. I'm not one to be like, oh, I've joined a world. In 3 days, I'm going to go beat the Ender Dragon. I kind of prefer beating the Ender Dragon over, like, quite a long period of time kind of thing. So, yeah, if you don't like slow playthroughs, this is definitely not the one for you. But if you enjoy just kind of hanging out and such, especially for like new creators and whatnot, I guess this might be the place for you. I don't know. I don't exactly expect there to be much, like, obviously much reception on a video like this, because I mean, why would there be? It's like, it's a brand new channel. It's not got much going for it. It's not like I'm doing anything very interesting technically. I'm just kind of playing Minecraft for myself. But I don't know. It's fun for me, and I guess for my friends who may or may not watch this, I have no idea. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to kind of have something to show for my work, because I don't normally have the ability with to have the... None of us have really good computers except for me, so none of us have the ability to kind of join worlds with one another. It kind of sucks. So I don't really typically get to show off what I've created, you know? But anyway, how long has this been going for anyway? 16 minutes. Ah, it's not that bad. I don't know. It's not like I'm in a rush. I'm just curious how long I've been for. Anyway, yeah. So, also, you will notice I ramble a lot. I guess maybe, depending on the kind of channel you are, that's kind of to be expected, but it's not for everyone, so I do apologize once. Oh, why am I apologizing so much? This is my channel, I should be doing things the way I want to do. I ain't apologizing, never mind. Anyway, also, so we do have, as I said, I have mob griefing set to false, but I also have keep inventory, just because I'm not a very big fan of the whole, especially with modded, I'm not a big fan of the bloody, like, not having keep inventory on, because it's just annoying. I like playing Minecraft as a chill game, not as like some hyper competitive, like, oh my god, I need to survive everything. Which, I'm not saying it's bad if you want to play like that, it's just my preferred way of playing doesn't really align with that, you know? Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about the future of the actual channel and not just this series. So, I have a few ideas that I want to play on this channel, also sort of as archival series, but also just because it's fun. I want to do 2 other long-form series of Terraria modded and Stardew Valley modded. Those 2 plus Minecraft are some of my favorite games, and I don't know, it's just kind of fun to... Sometimes you gotta play, like, you play them, you get through them, and it's like, oh, I want to play them again, but then you start playing them and you don't really have motivation, especially if you're trying to play with friends. So, because, you know, you've already done everything, whereas they haven't played it much, so they don't know what's going on. So I find it just more enjoyable to, like, if I'm playing it in this kind of context, where I'm, like, recording it, and it's like, it's kind of fun to just put it out there, you kind of gain motivation to continue it. So, yeah, I'm using it mostly for that purpose. Oh, does this make me faster? Oh, it does. Okay, I should hold this while I'm running. So anyway, yeah. Is there a cave anywhere around here? I don't really want to go caving. I just want to sort of run around and see what's nearby. Maybe I'll just gather a bunch more resources from wood and whatnot. Anyway, so yeah. So some of the other videos that are unrelated to, like, those games and whatnot is I wish to... Actually, I'll get some stone for that. I wish to make some videos on Skull. Not gameplay videos. If you don't know what Skull is, by the way, it's a roguelike game. And I want to make a ranking tier list. I'm not sure exactly the form of it yet, but I want to make, like, something where I kind of talk about each of the skulls, which are the main... so there's my first pickaxe. That's going to be kept forever now. I just kind of want to... Oh, I was meant to get an axe, dang it. I'm getting distracted. Bugger. I do need a pickaxe, so I guess this works out well too. I'll just get a bit of stone. I want to talk about each of the skulls in that game, and kind of talk about, like, this one I find good because of such and such. I don't know. Again, it's just one of those things. If it's like, it's fun to put my opinion out there, and also because I guess if the video was to be seen by others, I get to see what other people think, and maybe I'll like learn new techniques. Being like, oh, this skull's actually good, but you need to use like such and such like item combos and whatnot. So it's kind of fun to just be able to use it as like a platform of like learning new stuff and whatnot. Which I guess in general is one of the main things of this channel. I really want to use this channel as also an excuse to like learn just new techniques and such. Like I want to learn editing through the excuse of, oh, I'm editing for my YouTube channel or whatever, you know? So I don't know, it's fun in all that context, I guess. Also, I'm not going to say that the editing's going to be good. I've got no idea how to edit pretty much anything, like especially video. So editing may be pretty crap, but we'll see how it goes, I guess. Again, we're going to be learning. That's the point. Ooh, fire. Is this the firefly bush, or is this just a bush? It just says bush. I'm going to assume that's just a bush and not a firefly bush. That's upsetting. I was hoping for some firefly bushies. Other videos. I want to do, like, partly to kind of give people a bit more context as to who I am, outside of just saying, oh, I'm this. I want to do some videos on, like, books and games that I've played through. So, I have the idea of doing, this is inspired by Blue Jay, by the way. I think on his second channel, maybe it was his main, I don't remember. He did a video talking about, like, these are the games that I've played through the year, and this is where I'd rank them. And I kind of saw that, and I was like, oh, that's really cool. It actually made me play some of the games he suggested on that list, and must say, some of those games, top-notch, very good, must agree. And I want to kind of do similar. Not because I want to kind of copy off of the formula, but I kind of think it's, again, like with the skull thing, it's fun to sort of put your opinion out there, but also, unlike in the Skull's case, it's fun to... You'll get sort of some suggestions of, it's like, oh, if you like this game, I suggest playing this game, and such like that. And also maybe just because I might get to meet some people, or like at least tell people, hey, this game's really good. I want people to play more of this, so please do so. I don't know, it's kind of cool to be able to have like a platform or a voice to be like, hey, you should play this. Not that I expect that to happen much, but you know, it's cool to think about maybe that happening, I guess. Anyway, so what else is there? So, oh, and there's also, I want to do that with webtoons, webcomics, books, whatever. Like, it's just kind of a motley of it. I have, as a person, I have, each year, I start, like, a big list of like, almost documenting everything that I do for the year. So, like, every book / webcomic and whatnot that I read, I put into, like, a big sort of, like, Excel spreadsheet, and I write down my notes on it, like, oh, this is what I like about it, didn't like about it. I write a rating for it. It's kind of nice because, similar to, like, a YouTube video, it's nice in this context of I get to sort of put some thoughts to my actual, like, what I'm doing. So in the case of, like, with the books, I get to write down, like, this is a really cool book, but, like, why do I think that? Oh, it makes you start thinking, like, why do I enjoy this? What am I actually looking for in a book? Like, how do I, like, what should I kind of seek out in more books? So, yeah, at some point, probably close to, like, December, I'll release a video like that. So that'll be fun. What else have I got on the... Blah. So yeah, I've got books, games. I probably wouldn't do anime. I'm not a huge anime person at the moment. I've only recently started, like, actually watching them. And I think anime is one of those things where I'm probably way too harsh or cynical to be, like, talking about them in a context of it's like, oh, watch this, don't watch this. Because, like, my favorite anime is usually romance. Oh, I'm gonna do the plush box. I hope, how much is the... I hope for an uncommon. But, so that's Bendy and Insomni. I don't know... So what do we... So 2 styles... Should we place these down? Might as well. I do want to collect all of them. So we got like the withered version of Bendy, and we've got typical Bendy. Does he have the stick version? I need to read this. Yeah, he's got a sitting and standing version. Do you also? No, you're just normal. Wait, are you uncommon or are you... Oh, so you're common, you're uncommon. Oh, I got the uncommon that I was asking for. What was that? Oh, it's a fly. Anyway, so yeah, my favorite genre of anime is romance. I know, very weird, I guess. Not something that you typically associate with, like, too highly. However, I will also say that, like, a lot of romance animes are very samey, I guess. I don't know. And also kind of, there's certainly, like, a stigma surrounding, like, romance anime in general. Like, especially the very campy, basic version that I enjoy. Just because, you know, like... Not trying to, like, throw shade or anything, but certainly a high amount of anime and maybe manga, I haven't really read, need to know, but a lot of it uses, I guess, more taboo, like, points to it. And I know that in some cases it's certainly not, like, intentional. Like, there are some circumstances where it's like, oh, it's a high school, like... it's just a high school love story, which is like, that's cute, that's cool, but I guess it comes, like, there's the stigma of it's like, oh, that character's a waifu or whatever, and it's like, yeah, but she's actually 15 years old, you know, it's pretty not cool, you know? So, what is this? There's just one block. Did I place that? I don't know, maybe. Can I do something with dead fly? No? Maybe I can get, I'm gonna get a gecko later, I guess. So anyway, yeah, so, I don't know, I won't do that. Unless, like, maybe the other ones really work out, maybe I'll do it, but I'll try and, like, temper my terrible opinions, I guess. I feel more comfortable doing it with, like, talking about, what do you call, books and games and such. Games, because I don't feel like I have too many, like, crazy opinions with games, and also because I kind of am of the philosophy of it's like, it doesn't really matter what I think of the games in the context of it's like how everyone else plays them. Like, if someone likes GTA, or I'm not a huge fan of GTA, but like, if someone enjoys GTA, even though I'm not a huge fan of it, it's like, okay, that's cool. Like, you should play GTA if you enjoy it. Even if I personally don't enjoy the game, unless there's, like, a specific reason you shouldn't be playing it, like, oh, that game is, like, that game is, you know, I've not got really a good a good version of this. Like, this game is, like, bad in the context of it's, like, it's doing something it really shouldn't be, then, like, pop off, like, play all the games you want, you know? I don't know. Like, is that... What the Oh, my... Oh! Oh, now that's a big cave. Okay, well, I know what I'm doing for the next episode. The next episode was already going to be, like, a big cave dive, so that's perfect. Can I actually create a waypoint there? Where was it? Here it is. Waypoint, add, big cave. I will disable that so it doesn't show up on the video, which is nice. Anyway, so yeah, but like with and with books, it kind of, even if I think of it's like, this is a bad book, this is a good book, I feel like I have the actual, like, context to myself of being able to just to give some actual thought and reasoning behind it. I'm not just going to sit there and be like, this book's bad, this book's good. Like, I'm going to provide some context that it's like, I like this book. Like, I find this book to be bad because, like, the pacing's off, or the actual storyline doesn't really line up with any, like, point, you know? Like, I can add some context or, like, very, like, give some reasoning to my inane ramblings, essentially. I wonder if it might be powdered snow. Maybe I shouldn't go this direction. I want wool. I have this because I can't obviously build the train yet. I want to build. This will be when I finish building this. It'll be the end of the episode, I guess. But I want to get wool to make like a hobo camp. That's going to be my starter base, is like a tent, as it for not a hobo. I guess it depends what you consider a hobo, but or like a traveler, right? Like someone who's like traveled the continent and he's like, I'm not never going to stay in the one place for too long. I just want that sort of vibe for a bit. Dreadhound. Okay. Is there really no sheep? I should have captured them and like grown them, but okay. Well, that sucks. I guess for now I won't be using wool. I'll just build the rest of it, and we can work on making it into a tent later, I guess. But yeah, so I want, like, as I said, a lot of this design, the hobo, like the camp aspect of it, comes from the game West of Loathing. Sorry, not West of Loathing. What is Shadows over Loathing? Sorry, in Shadows over Loathing, which is the sequel to West of Loathing, great game. I don't personally have. I'm not talking generally here, just because I'm not sure. I'm not too caught up on YouTube in general. And I haven't really looked either. But Shadows of Loathing, honest to God, amazing game. You will hear a lot about it when I talk about my my game ranking video. But I honestly would suggest anyone who enjoyed West of Loathing to play it. It's obviously like very it builds off of what they've got, but it's also, I don't know, it's kind of like more, I don't know. There's just something about it that almost made it for me like more enjoyable in a weird way, but not in the way of it's like, oh, by comparison, West of Loathing is bad. In the way of it's like, wow, Shadows over Loathing is just so enjoyable to play, right? It's just got that quality to it. I cannot for the life of me remember the studio behind the game, but honestly, the studio behind that game really knows their craft. They have honed their game style into like a fine-tuned like system, and it works so well. I haven't played I think it's Kingdom over Loathing, which is the like the precursor to Shadows and West of Loathing. The only context I know that it exists outside of it showing up in the credits for Shadows over Loathing is the when I was in English class, one of my English teachers, very cool guy, loved him. This was in high school. I don't remember the context of why he brought this up, but I had just finished playing for West of Loathing, and I think at this time Shadows over Loathing had just come out, like had been out for less than a month, I think. So I hadn't played it yet. But he brought up Kingdom over Loathing, and specifically he mentioned that the sort of god weapon for the game was the... Ah, bugger. Okay, so that's the Dreadstalker. Okay, that's annoying. Oh yeah, I'm playing with Born in Chaos as well, like if you couldn't tell or didn't know what that's from. That's from the Born in Chaos mod. So I'll just need to keep an eye out for that, I guess. There's so many flies. What? Maybe I might need to get rid of those flies, because... So are these geckos? Is that what it is? Geckos. I may have to get rid of the geckos mod because I'm worried that the flies are stopping more of the... This Mementus. Oh. I'm worried that the flies are stopping any passive mobs from spawning, so like I'm not going to get sheep or anything, which would suck if that's the case, because I really need sheep. Anyways, so he brought up the god weapon in that game is a sword, which is called the Thesaurus or something. It's something along the lines of like Thesaurus or the Swordus. It might be. I don't quite remember, but its whole gimmick, right, is that when you swing it, it would create like different is it onomatopoeia? I guess different onomatopoeia for like a shing swing sound, and it would also provide like really like out there ones like I don't have context for it. Again, I need to play this game, but yeah, so I don't know. Those are the only context I have for that game. But if it's anything like if it's what the precursor to Shadows and West of Loathing is, I I assume that game is top notch. So I probably will end up playing that, and maybe that'll end up on my list of like games to talk about. How's this gonna work? What am I working on here? I'm trying to make a tent, right? I'm like, do I want basic? Maybe just a basic tent. I guess you wouldn't have like a very intricate. Here's what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to build like a sort of canopy, like a standing under canopy here, and it's going to reach an actual tent that's like over here, and then you can like go inside, and there's like this is the actual house, and then this bit is just like a little canopy bit for like some decoration. That sounds cool. I like that idea. So let's say the canopy goes to like here, right? So the actual tent's going to have to be massive. What if I made it circular? Oh, let's do that. Let's make it a circular tent. That means I have to make a circle. Bugger, I shouldn't have done that. Now I've got to pull up a generator to make a circle. I cannot build a circle, like, off the top of my head. So I apologize to anyone who thinks I should be able to. I'm not going to do that off the top of my head. Also, I don't know why it does this, but for some reason, when I create certain things, it won't let me stack them. I don't know what's causing that, so... But I have to figure that out at some point, I guess. Oh, what? Okay. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, so I don't really have much else to talk about in this first episode. Especially now that I have to look for sheep, I might spend some time just trying to find some sheep, I guess. Sinking feeling? I don't... What's a sinking feeling? Actually, we'll go check that out. Anyway, since I don't really have much to do at the moment, you know, first like 30 minutes of playing in the game and whatnot, and, you know, taking it slow. Where is it? It's like around here. It must be under me. Ah, well then, it doesn't really matter, does it? I don't really have, like, much to show for my efforts at the moment. I kind of just wanted to make this episode as, like, almost like a practice. I will record more, and I will actually, like, show more for my work, but first thing I need is wool, and then I also need to find, like, a design for the train, because I haven't got that at all. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed what is essentially 40 minutes of a dude rambling in Minecraft while he hops around doing pretty much nothing. I do want to, like, once I get into it a bit more, like, I kind of come to terms with, like, oh, I'm actually doing this, I'm actually recording stuff, and I have, like, a bit more resources to actually work on, I will actually, like, do more stuff while talking. I do have the capacity to multitasking. It's just right now I'm not doing that because I have little to do, and I kind of just want to use this opportunity to talk, because one of the main things I was worried about with this channel was just, oh, crumbs, I'm not going to have anything to talk about, so I'm just going to have a lot of dead input, right? And that sucks. I mean, like, it doesn't suck. Like, a lot of channels have dead input, and it's fine. It's just, you know, I don't really want that for myself. Anyway, so maybe this channel's gonna, like, I don't know, record a few videos a bloody day. Maybe it'll record, like, once a month. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, so... Oh, did a fly just spawn out of the ground? Oh! Oh, right. Oh, there's an entrance. Oh, that makes it way easier. Anyway, so, ooh. Oh, yeah, also How to Train Your Dragon mod is on here. I will add more mods. Anyway, so yeah. Any questions or anything, I guess leave a comment. I don't feel like I want to be the type who's like, oh, leave a comment saying whatever or whatnot. I don't know. If you leave a comment, like, I'll try and respond to it. I don't know, have a conversation with you, I guess. I don't know. If you couldn't tell, I very much have low expectations for myself and for anything I make. So the likelihood that, like, something will happen, like, I will still make an effort, but it's not going to be to the point of it's like, leave a comment so that like I can grow my channel or anything. If you like want to show some support, subscribe. I like maybe leave a comment, like, I guess. I don't know. Just I don't know. Just I don't know. Just I have no idea what I'm doing. If so, just yeah. Thanks, I guess, for watching. If you did watch to this point, yeah. If you did watch and you actually enjoyed this for some reason, or if you want to see more, I appreciate it. If you have any suggestions for anything to do, like immediately, like any tips or anything, let me know. I massively appreciate it. I always am happy to learn more stuff. Oh, and if there's anything that makes the video better, then please tell me. Whether you're a friend or like just an absolute stranger wandering upon this, then yeah, thanks. Anyway, um, thanks a lot for watching if you did. Oh, I'm gonna kill that cow head first. Um, and I guess I'll see you in the next video, whenever that may come out. Anyway. And I guess keep a lookout for the other videos that I'm going to post on this channel. They should be actually more structured. Like the ranking videos and whatnot should be more structured than this mess. Because, you know, I'll have a script to work with. I'm not just trying to make stuff up on the fly. But, you know, we'll see where it all goes. Anyway, come on, come here. Come here. Thank you. Thanks a lot for showing up and showing the support by just simply watching this. And yeah, thanks a lot. Goodbye.